Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube and leave us a 5-star review on your podcast apps.
Yes. Yeah. I remember like I was on mushrooms telling my friend Eugene like I want to make the world better with comedy. And now every time we talk, he reminds me like Amer, because I make jokes about the Ukraine and I'm jacking up.
I know.
He's like, Amer, didn't you say you want to make the world better with comedy? I'm like, dude, I said this when I was high on mushrooms. Now I want to make money. I want to start a cult and make money. This is my only bet. That's the only thing. I have a friend. Did you put milk in my coffee?
Yeah. Oh, you don't take milk?
No, usually I drink it black, but that's interesting.
You drink your coffee black?
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't?
No. More milk, the better.
More milk, the better? Then you're drinking milk. You're not drinking coffee.
Yeah.
You're drinking bitter milk if you put too much milk. I don't like it.
I don't like. Look. If
it's less hot.
If I'm going, I guess we drink coffee for different reasons. I drink it because it's like smooth and creamy.
Oh yeah, I drink it to stay alive. That's the difference.
Oh yeah, I drink it because I don't know. I just like the taste, and especially the coffee I have. It's like shit ass coffee. It comes from.
I drink Nescafe. It's insulting.
Oh, and you drink that black?
Yeah.
Oh, scratch my balls. Sorry.
That's the reaction I get. My balls. It's odd. I saw you a lot this week.
Did I?
Did
you? When?
Yeah, we saw each other on Saturday. And I think I saw you Friday as well.
Yeah, Friday.
And I think I saw you during the week.
What day is it today? Tuesday.
Monday. Actually, it's Thursday. No, this is live. There's no editing happening. Removing all the F words.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What are you talking about?
What do you look like?
Huh?
Oh.
What?
You look weird.
What are you talking about?
Are you gay now?
I put on a mouthpiece.
You have a mouthpiece?
I'm from Spain now.
Barcelona? Is this to practice our trip to Europe?
No, it's because look. So I went to the dentist.
You look like a shitty robot.
So I went to the dentist.
I can't stop staring at it.
And he was like, "Gabriel, your teeth are all fucked." So I had braces. I had braces growing up.
Yes.
Right? Wow, I'm actually talking like that.
Yeah. You should go on stage with it. Yeah. You'll get like sympathy laughs.
Oh yeah. Oh, the poor Awid.
Exactly. He has shitty weird knees that are like inverted, and he can't even speak English.
I have like leg braces and fucked up.
You would kill.
Then why is killing? Anyway, sorry.
We gotta stop putting names. You gotta have to remove that.
No. Okay, so
all right, go ahead.
So I go to the dentist. The dentist, he says your teeth are from when you first got braces.
Yeah.
And they're getting all fucked up again or whatever. Yeah. So I'm like, what the hell? What do I do? And he said, get a retainer. And I'm like, what the hell, a retainer? He's you never had a retainer? I'm like, never had them.
It retains. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so.
Yeah.
Anyway,
can I see it?
Yeah, it looks like.
I used to have something similar, like a vulva. No. And I got to speak with Claire. I never seen a vulva with metal. Yeah.
It's the.
How much did it cost you?
$250.
With insurance or no insurance?
No, I don't have.
No insurance. You should keep it on just to practice this.
Oh yeah, I had it on all day, whatever. But like, so I don't know. I like to learn things, you know?
No, you don't.
I don't know. I like that, you know? So I have 2 jokes about the dentist. So every time I go to the dentist, I try to milk more things out of this guy because he's he's kind of like an odd duck, you know?
Well, dentists are.
Yeah.
Imagine that's for 50 years. That's all you're inside people's mouths.
Yeah.
You're talking, and they're like comedians because they're talking, and the other people they could just go like they could just exhale air. They can't really have a conversation.
So like, and then basically, and eventually they just snap and kill themselves. Apparently, that's like the highest rate of suicides are from dentists. I wonder why.
Because it must be repetitive. There's no creativity really.
Yeah, but so is like accountants and shit.
Yeah.
How come they're not killing themselves?
Pretty sure they kill themselves as well. They should.
But then again, some dentists are also like entrepreneurs. Like he owns the practice, right?
Uh-huh.
So maybe he gets like flex his power around. He's like, so go suck my dick.
Maybe. You know what? That makes sense because I never had like, you know, the ladies who clean the teeth?
Yeah.
I never had a guy. It's always ladies.
Yeah.
So it's always like Charlie's Angels, you know, like you have the dentist, he's a man.
Yeah.
And he has like 6, 7, 40-year-old woman who like, oh, he's the dentist.
Rubenesque whores.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
My favorite type.
And
they're always like,
Yeah.
Oh, the dentist will see you now. I can't
And
tell
their
you. The
teeth-
dentist have to tell you.
And he's like,
Your teeth look better. Should look, open your mouth. No,
they've always been fine.
They look great. You have a great smile.
Yeah, thanks. Perfect smile. And so the dentist, like, he does have. He had a secretary a while ago, and she was a really great secretary, really nice, very smart, very on the ball. This new one, apparently, she left during COVID. This new one's I hope she sees this. She's a fucking idiot.
You're an idiot. New secretary.
She's very friendly, but like she always mixes my brother and I up, and she's like, "Hello, Gregory," and I'm like, "It's Gabriel," and she's like, "Oh my god, not again! Oh my god!"
Not again.
Yeah, and hangs up the phone, and I'm like, "What?"
Is she young?
No, she's old. She's like
old?
58 or whatever.
Yeah, she never used the phone. Like she's like,
She never used the phone.
she's not used to how dial-up works or whatever.
But she calls back. She's like, "Okay, is this Gabriel?" And I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, "Thank God, this is Gabriel."
Dude, based on how she's talking, maybe she was a sex phone worker before. Like, hi,
No.
is this Gabriel? Are you wearing your teeth retainer? Is it hard in your mouth?
No, she's. I mean, I guess sex phone workers are pretty ugly, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, they're always like, I'm better, like kind of like always like just. They
I
have
like
nice
a sexy voice though.
because you look, think of like a voice actor, right? They don't need to look pretty,
Yeah.
and all they do is like they just make shit up and they put on
she
voices.
doesn't need to be pretty. That doesn't mean she is officially not pretty.
I can tell. I can tell you this secretary ain't. She ain't pretty. I tell you.
You know, dude. So I used my dentist last time I went there in 1982. I haven't been a dentist like 3-4 years.
I can tell. No,
Really?
No,
Can you?
I'm joking.
Really? Tell me.
No, they look fine. They look fine.
No, I brush, I floss.
Yeah.
I try not to eat a lot of sweets. So, anyways, so I used to have like the typical like old man dentist, 16. What is it? Rubenesque scores.
Okay. Yeah.
So anyway, so he retired, and then a lady dentist took his spot.
Okay.
And she's like a woman in her 30s. She's young, and we're talking, and like she's vulgar. She's like, this fucking guy. I'm like, I don't know why I like that. She's like real.
What the fuck? Was she's a mechanic / dentist?
I think so. I think she had like she had grease on her finger. Like, hey, what do you got over here? But she's raw.
Okay.
She's like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a comedian.
Oh.
She's like, oh, that's cool. And then her real personality came out.
Really?
Yeah. Like she was honest. Like, I think it's a cavity. I don't know. Like
Really?
I love that about her. And she was like talking to me, and then she dropped
thinks
that
it's a cavity.
single.
I don't know.
Yeah, she was like honest. Like I can't tell really.
You can't.
I know you're supposed to be confident in these jobs, you know.
So do all dentists can't tell? Like they all can't tell, or
Well, it's a cavity, so she just like, zzz, and then she put the filling. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But she's like, I can't tell if it's a cavity or not. In my mind, I'm like, that's
Whatever,
Like
I
that's
get-
you know.
yeah,
usually, I
yeah.
hope. But anyways, she's hot, but I don't know if you have that taste. Like she's hot for me. Like I don't know if she would be hot for everyone. I think and she was talking to me, and she was like flirty a little. She dropped that she's single.
Really?
And I'm like,
Did you ask her out?
I honestly, I might go next time. I'll go to the den. I'm like, hey, I
Really?
think because she's a woman. Like,
What if
she's,
the next time you see a ring on her finger, you're like, "Fuck, she got married too quick."
I'll keep an eye on the fingers while they're going inside my mouth. If I don't
Yeah.
see a ring,
And you lick it off.
she's Jewish. She's hot. I like that. Plus, she's like she was working on me, and she has big Jewish titties, and they were
Wow.
just pressing.
Damn.
It was,
Do you think they know that? And like that the titties are pressing on you? They should really like.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
Because I hope they understand the simple
Yeah.
like teenage happiness that it provides every man.
Yeah.
Just to have a bunch of titties pressed on you.
Yeah.
And she was, I swear, like she was, there was, it's adult flirting. It was adult dropping hints.
Okay.
Like, I think she spoke about sex. She said like,
Really?
you know, I started doing CrossFit because, you know, it helps me burn the energy now that I'm single. Like burn that,
Okay.
I'm like, okay. She was
Alright.
very forward. And I like that. I
hell?
like that in women. I like
Yeah.
forwardness, you know. I don't want like a Japanese shy girl. That's not my
I
thing.
guess so. Dude, I don't know if I like that. I do like a little. I don't know. Unless like I'm in the situation where I'm going on a date with.
Well,
a
listen,
person.
there's something wrong with you sexually. Because every time I bring out sex, you're like, oh.
Yeah, I don't wanna- it
then you
makes
get your
me-
toes sucked. Like it's you don't share. You know what I mean?
It's almost like it. that like that would offend me if I was sitting in the dentist chair.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah, if-
ma'am, I require a refund at the moment. Is unprofessional. I'm going to report you to
Really?
the dental board.
No, I like it. I like honesty, and I like it's not honesty. What's the word? Not
Authenticity.
Yeah,
Maybe, I don't know.
I need your
Authentic.
I need your retainers. Like authenticity,
Yeah.
authenticity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little rough around the edges.
Yeah.
I think it's nice.
I want them to. I just want to be worked on by like an AI that's like, hello, not even hello.
like,
Ready. Yeah. Come.
Open.
Leave.
Mouth.
Yeah.
Cavity.
Yeah.
Error. Destroy evidence.
The worst part of any experience
Yes.
ever, like customer service experience, anything,
Yeah.
is dealing with people. Like,
What the fuck? Dude, are you sure you're Mediterranean? because we come from the part of the world where everything is about the people. You know what I mean?
talking
Like
about?
you want to buy a fucking box of Kleenex, you have to
Yeah.
go to the guy
What are you talking about?
Costas and buy like hello, and then
Oh, it's the worst.
like everything we do
It's-
in the Mediterranean
Yeah.
is all about people.
Okay.
And yet again, it's the thing that you seem to. I don't know why.
I wish. Like, okay, so there. When I used to live in
Listen,
Park,
I buy everything off Amazon because I
Yeah.
don't like going to shops. But I don't mind. That was a friendly interaction with my dentist. You know what I mean?
I know, but it's like it always. It may be friendly.
You know you're a
but
comedian.
but
That's
it
all you
always
do.
taints my experience. I'm always like, why the fuck are they even speaking? Like, what the fuck?
Okay.
I don't need. Like, I had a teacher.
But that's the spice of life.
It's funny. I'm thinking about all the different things that I shouldn't be annoyed by. So growing, like even across the road, like I go to the Portuguese grocery store.
Yeah.
This fuck. All she does was she just chats every goddamn customer.
Yeah.
I just want to get one thing. It's
She's
the
a
most
very lonely
Oh,
woman.
it's the word. But not even. She just chats to everybody. She's
Yeah.
like she's young or whatever. She's a fucking idiot. I had a teacher growing up. She fucking all she did was talk about her boyfriends and shit. And I'd be like, "What the fuck? This is school. We're supposed to be a teacher, and I'm supposed to be a student. There's roles. There's boundaries. I don't want."
I agree. But now you're a 50-year-old man. You understand? There's no relationship of power with anyone. You're equal to everyone
I
you
know,
talk
it's the
to,
worst.
unless you see a cop and he's telling you to like, put your hands up in the air
Yeah.
and wave them like you just don't care. No, but that's the only relationship of power you have with anyone. You're equal to everyone you meet. So I don't mind a little humanity from. Actually, I
Yeah.
would prefer humanity.
But as long as they keep it like the yapping to minimum.
And if it's not, I just write a joke. Like if I'm irritated by something, I just write a joke about it. This is my
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld said like irritation is great for comedians.
Yeah.
Because whatever you feel irritated, every other human feels it.
Yeah.
You're just more sensitive. Because
Yeah.
Barcelona.
They can't get their point across fast enough.
Yeah. But
It's
they don't
the
need
worst.
to get their point across.
Oh,
it's not Toronto. It's not like
just
money,
say
money,
the
money,
thing.
money.
Just say the thing. Leave the thing. Give me the thing. And the thing is mine. All right,
Listen, I'm like you 90% of the time, except if I'm enjoying the person I'm talking to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I am, I'm like, yeah, let's. What's up? What's going on? How's life?
Now that I'm doing podcasting, I'm
Yeah.
realizing that all the things
You're damaged.
no.
Yeah. So am I.
All the things I need to say
Yeah.
should just be podcasted, and then everything else is
No,
private. Like
you're
I don't.
narcissist piece of shit.
No.
Not everything you say should be podcasted.
No. All the things
Where's
that I want.
Claire to come disagree
No,
with
all
you?
all the things I want to say
Yeah.
should just be podcasted, let's say. And then I don't need to talk to this person after a show unless it's like my friend. It's you or
Yeah.
Jason or
Yeah.
Sarag. Then other than that, I'll just save all the other things for my girlfriend, Claire. And that's it.
Yeah, that's putting a lot of pressure on Claire. She doesn't need to listen. You know what I mean? Hey, hi Claire.
You were saying this the other night. Oh, I feel like I should be recording everything. I should.
Yeah, of course, but I was joking, and now I'm being honest.
No, you were being serious.
I like pissing off your girlfriend. It brings me a little bit of pleasure. But listen, as much as I agree and disagree with you at the same time, you can't do that to Claire. That's why. Don't you want a little diversity in your thoughts?
Yeah,
You should take mushrooms. That's the thing. Is that I find that as you grow older, and I was thinking about you when I was jacking off. No, last week when you told me that, when we did a show, and then after the show you were hanging out, like talking with friends, and you're like, I hate this. I don't want to socialize. I just want to go home and edit and do my stuff.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is the only thing I want to do. I just want to do comedy and I go edit. And I was thinking, like, you have to be careful with that thought of
I
mine
know.
because what you do, you're an artist, right? So
Yeah.
you bring subjects on stage and you talk about them. So you need the human experience, whatever it is, doing the dishes, talking to people.
Yeah.
You can't. What are you gonna write jokes about editing? You know what I mean? You need to live a
it's
little.
true. Yeah, no. But
You need to interact with annoying people.
the thing
you
is
need to
that-
interact with people who do coke with their nose bleeding and they're like, hey,
How horrible is that? So I'm like, we're not gonna say who it was. But we're
No.
at this comedy
You
show.
sure? Because you seem to love dropping names. And people message me after like, hey man, by the way, I didn't say this to Gabe. I don't know why he said
That's
that to you on a
hilarious.
podcast.
That's amazing. But anyway, so we're at the show. And by the way, I was looking at myself on stage, like the video, and,
Yeah.
I'm never, ever that happy in real life. Like, I'm like, and I'm like, that doesn't exist in real life. Like, it's true though, right?
Yeah.
When I'm the happiest
Yeah.
is when I'm like going crazy, fucking with people in the
Yeah,
audience.
it's so fun.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, it's great. That's why we
yeah.
love comedy. It's
God.
fun. Yeah, everyone paying it. Everyone's laughing.
Yeah, and it's
the
fun.
best feeling. It's the best feeling in
Especially
the world.
that show, everyone's so into it and
Yeah.
rowdy and wild, you know.
It's everyone like I realized that the smoke was bothering me because it's one of those shows where you can smoke indoors.
Yeah.
And I miss the days where everyone did coke. These were good years, man. They were like, just doing coke and listening to you. Now they're all getting high
they're
and it's
getting
not the
high
same.
more- it's true, and they kind of like, cause they're more chilled. For some reason, they're more like looser and ready to
Yeah.
like chit chat and shit. And they're all like, "Whoa."
I don't know if weed as an audience member suits comedy.
No, I don't.
Because
Think
you're like,
so.
it's all good, man.
Yeah.
It's all love. Or like, oh my God, everyone's looking at me breathing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the right drug for comedy. I don't know. Did I ever do a weed show? I don't know if I ever did a weed
I
show.
did Reese's weed show.
Yeah.
And that was really great because they were all experienced. I don't know. Also, a lot of them, they like smoking sativa weed, right? So
Yeah.
it kind of like brings them up.
Listen, I have 3 friends, 4 friends maximum. This is like my inner circle. You've met all of them. It's like I have a very tight circle, but I still enjoy short interactions with other humans because they're interesting. Plus, they build my comedy, and sometimes I'm irritated like you, but I don't let my irritation stop me from having them.
Yeah,
I just
that's true.
accept the irritation. I'm like, might maybe write a joke about it.
Yeah. But also, it's like if I don't think it's interesting,
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't seem interesting enough for me to even think about it unless it's like,
What are you talking about? You have like 10 minutes on your dentist.
yeah, but that's like a situation, you know?
Exactly, but every situation that is like irritating is.
Yeah.
So like maybe that lady who talks for 10 minutes with you at that Portuguese grocery store, that's crazy. I don't know you, lady. Why are you telling
Yeah.
me? Your teacher who tells you about her boyfriend, like, we're not friends.
Yeah.
You're just agreeing with me right
No,
now.
I know. It's because I'm thinking about it.
Is this one of your conversation that's
No. So anyway, we're at that show, right? And this guy, he's whatever. He's a guy.
He's a guy.
He comes. He's like, hey! And I'm like, hey, how's it going? And he like runs into the bathroom. He comes out and he's like, oh, fucking fuck.
Yeah.
And he's like, is there blood all over my face?
Yeah.
mate?
And he was bleeding from the nose.
And
It
his
was
fucking
funny.
face was just all bloody.
Whoa. He wasn't punched in the face with a hammer. His nose was like, bleeding from
Was
the
he?
inside.
So he probably did a ton of coke. Was he overdosing or?
I don't think that's so. I think no. He's just.
Do people when you
annoying.
do coke, do you just bleed from your nose?
I never did coke. I don't know.
That sounds fucking.
I don't understand how
crazy.
you don't go for like 10 minutes afterwards. That's a fake laugh.
No,
it's a real laugh. It looked weird. Okay.
It's fucking because it's like it's true. It's so horrible.
Like, you're like, you know what I mean? Like, you're
Ugh.
sniffing a powder. I think it's it's a powder, right? Cocaine?
Yeah. It's like a granular, maybe.
Granular, thank you.
Granular. It's like crushed up glass and asshole juice or whatever.
Glass and assholes. And you're snorting it. Yeah. I don't know.
Heroin though, like it's a liquid. It's easy, you know.
That's the one you shoot up your arms, right?
Yeah.
Or you like buy from the
and
pharmacy?
you nap all day.
Yeah? It makes you nap?
Well, I don't know. I think so. I've seen in the movies. They're always like, okay, I'm going to bed.
I remember once I went to McDonald's. I wanted to pee. And I go in the McDonald's. I go in the washroom. And it's that McDonald's on Atwater.
And it's always that. It's always the worst one.
It's crazy. I walk in and then there's a guy in the middle, like next to the urinals and the faucet. And he has his eyes closed. He's a homeless guy.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
Ooh. Surfing USA.
probably in his mind, he's like, woo! And you walk in and you're like, oh, and he's like, and he's just standing there, just Like that's it. Like for minutes, and just I'm like, okay, I'll go pee in the stall.
Yeah.
So I walk in the stall, but it was like,
Wait, sit down. You're
oh yeah, sure. Yeah, we're recording a podcast. So I go in the stall, but the stall was like filled to the brim with like shit, piss, and toilet paper.
Jeez.
So I went to the urinal. So he was just standing behind me, just
surfing.
and I'm like trying to pee. And I love going to the stall. I like the privacy of a stall.
Yeah.
I had to pee and make sure he doesn't bite me. Like he wakes up from a night. Oh no, a shark!
Yeah.
It's so weird. What?
Like he saw a shark and bit the shark.
He's like, I will bite you. I will fight you. It's crazy, man.
That's funny.
It's crazy that I heard another comedian say it, so it's not my bit, but like he looks like this is the lowest point of his life. He hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
But in his head, as you said, he's probably like surfing in California with like a couple of top models and like he's enjoying life to the fullest. Who's right? Which world is real?
I don't think he's. Hold on. Is this? I don't think he's thinking that in his head. I don't think he's like. I think he's just like dreamland where you're like just you're not like dreaming of models all the time. He's being like like forks up his ass by the devil when he's having a nightmare also. But he's just stuck in that dreamland no matter what, and it's not like.
But the highs in that dreamland must be amazing.
I think it's just like.
So why is he doing it? It's horrible.
Well, eventually you get addicted, right? And you get like dependent on it.
But what are you addicted to?
Well, a lot of times you're running away from the withdrawal symptom, right? And then and it's like it feels horrible, and then the only way to escape it is like to do the heroin. So it's like that cycle, right? And you're just always constantly like fighting it. And if you try to get off it, you're just like feeling like horrible shit. And the only really way to get off it is if you get help, right? You go to like a hospital or you go whatever. But
it must be fun though.
No, but also they say like the first time you do it is like incredible, and then you're just kind of like
chasing.
It's never as good, you know. It's still probably good, but it's not like shit.
It's like reverse stand-up comedy. Because the first time you go on stage, I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah, you don't even know.
It only gets better with time. It's like reverse. You're running away from the dragon.
Yeah,
trying to bite your ass.
Ooh.
Metaphors.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen the new Batman?
Mm-mm.
It's
you?
Yeah.
Where? On the movie theater?
On a computer.
Okay. So it exists online?
Yeah.
Oh, but like good quality? No. Oh, what? It's a fucking movie theater movie.
It's still garbage.
No, apparently it's good.
It's not good. I didn't enjoy it.
Really?
Yeah.
But isn't it all like fun and shit?
Here's the thing. I also watched Spider-Man, like the new Spider-Man.
Oh, how's that?
I think I'm getting old. Because like I cannot watch teenage angst anymore.
Yeah.
Like he's like talking to like that other little girl. He's
like, that girl. What's her name? Jebediah? Or what's the actress's name?
Jebediah, exactly. He's like Jebediah.
I think it's Zenadiah, or isn't it?
Zoe Deschanel?
No.
I don't know. Is she like 50 years old now? I don't know. But like, I don't remember.
She used to be the it girl, and now she's fucking 48. She's old, wrinkled.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so he's like, I'm like, I can't relate to teenage angst anymore.
It's Tom Hardy and Jebediah.
Yeah, Tom Hardy and Jebediah. Plus, I don't know, man, but I don't like the fact that like you look at Spider-Man. Let's say you're Spider-Man, okay? Yeah. You're talking to Jebediah, and you're like, hey, hi. I'm like, dude, you're Spider-Man. Yeah. You saved a little girl from drowning. You saved a whole city from a guy with tentacles. Yeah. You saved the universe, and you don't have the confidence to talk to a 17-year-old girl. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, why is this the example of masculinity with telling kids?
But that is why
you can save the world, but you still.
Yeah, but that's why I think Spider-Man is always the best superhero because he's not. Who's the guy? Who's the drug addict actor that became Iron Man?
Yeah.
You know, Iron Man, he's like hot and he's awesome, all his confidence and everything's amazing and he's genius. That is hard to relate to because he's a superhero. He's like a god. Or Thor, he's hot, he's got a big arm, big hammer, big cock. Yeah. Or the Hulk, he's like a smart green cock. Or whatever.
It's always the cock,
the Black Widow, she's got a black cock.
You're supposed to relate to a superhero?
Yeah. And people love Spider-Man because he's always been that. That's been his role.
But don't you like... You're amazing. You're the amazing Spider-Man, and you're still scared of rejection from a 17-year-old girl.
You're still a person. You're not just
your
but
identity. Have some confidence talking to a girl. Why are you not scared of like what's the name of the guy? Octomom? No. Is it?
Dr. Octopus.
Dr.
Yeah.
You're not scared to. You're brave enough. You're still scared, but you're brave enough to face impending doom. You're not scared of aliens falling from Earth and trying to kill you.
Think of it this way.
Jebediah.
Think of it this way. So, think of kids in the Congo, right?
Yes.
They grow up and they're bred to be soldiers, right?
Yes.
And they're murdering.
Yes.
They're pretty. Look,
They're confident.
They're not confident.
You can say whatever you want, but these kids have confidence.
Get
all
out of
right?
here. It's the same thing. What's his name? Iron Man bred Spider-Man to be a child soldier in the Avenger army.
Okay.
And
he what's the name? What did Drake do to that 14-year-old? He when you train her? Yeah, apparently. He
groomed.
He groomed.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're saying Iron Man groomed Spider-Man?
Yeah, to be.
Well, he should have groomed him to be more confident because it's very annoying.
But it's part
Maybe
of
I'm getting old, man. Just annoying seeing teenagers interact.
What have you look? The fucking old Spider-Man from 2001 is the same thing. But you got to see him at least grow up into like.
But you
emo
understand, these are not
Spider-Man.
real humans. Like they were created by nerd. You know why? Okay, here's my thing. You know why? Because I think all these characters were created by nerdy writers who never got laid.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, you're a writer. You're creating like. I don't know.
A lot of these superheroes.
Yeah.
Come from like archetypes that are fucking like timeless, right? Like you go back like a fucking thousands and thousands of years, you're gonna find the archetype of Spider-Man. You're gonna find the archetype at all like our Spider-Man is Jesus or Spider-Man is
I understand.
Jebediah.
Listen, calm down, Jordan Peterson. I get it. I know what you're saying. All right?
Jebediah, Jordan Peterson. All right, whatever.
Listen, I have a question for you. You said because people relate to characters.
Yeah.
I've never related to any character ever. I've always either looked up to or wanted to be, but I never like, oh yeah, that's me. I never like, I saw vampires. I'm like, oh, I love this brooding, cool, hot guys with long hair, with hair. Or like I saw James Bond, like, oh, I like how he's like so smooth and sexy. Or the Thomas Crown Affair, he's so smooth and sexy with hair.
Yeah.
They all are smooth, sexy with hair.
Yeah, I know, but it's so, it is funny.
You know what I mean? Or like Louis C.K., he's like dumb and stuff.
Yeah.
But I've never, like, I always like, oh, I want to be like them. I never look
think.
like he's exactly like me. I don't need to see me in a film.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Do you?
do
Do you look to be seen in a, like, oh yeah.
I don't look for it, but I have seen movies, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't know. Like, let's say, like, there's some fucking, like, salesman assholes. They watch Wolf of Wall Street. They're like, that's me, man. That's me. Or Scarface. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to be king of the world, you know?
You're that guy, like, oh, cabron. Whatever.
But I bet for sure there are teenagers that are like, I feel like I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, but you're a
there's strength
stupid
inside
teenager.
me.
You work at Starbucks. You have a uniform. He's Spider-Man. He's saving the universe. Be a little confident. Okay, you know why I say this? Because we have a friend in common. He's a comedian. He's young. He's very funny. He's hilarious. I'll tell you who it is after. And he's telling me, he's like, oh, you know, girls. Yeah, I don't know what to do, you know. And I'm like, dude, you're one of the best comedians I know. You're hilarious. You're handsome. Like, he's like, yeah, I need to grow balls. I'm like, you have balls. You're following your dream. You accepted that, you know, I'm gonna have a life of poverty for so many years until I reach where I want. You're following your dreams. You go on stage and you tell jokes, and sometimes you bomb, and then you pull yourself out of your bootstrap, and then you go up. You have balls. You are brave. You never applied those balls to talking to girls. You know what I mean? You just have to, like, okay, I have balls. Like, have some confidence to talk to these bitches. Like, don't be scared. I don't like that.
Spider-Man.
Why is
Spider-Man's
so
15
powerful?
years old too, by the way.
What I'm saying is that if you ask any woman, she'll tell you that confidence is very sexy on a man. And it seems that all these guys, like all these superheroes that we're portraying, they're all like,
Not
like,
all of them.
you saved the universe.
I know, but he's not like, oh, I'm gonna go get laid now. It's not.
But it's not. That's not confidence. It's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck Jebediah's pussy. Like, it's not. Claire, would you say that confidence is important on a man?
Yeah. No shit. What are you asking? What are you asking?
Bam! Spider-Man saved the universe, and your girlfriend's like, I wouldn't fuck him.
Listen.
I mean, he's also 15. But
look,
see, she's like,
there's
no.
growth in characters. It goes from he starts as a teenager, and then he grows into what he became, right?
But isn't Tony Stark? If Tony Stark groomed him, don't you think he told him like, "Hey, be confident"?
Yeah, he does.
Like from your
and
arms.
he does.
I don't know, man.
You don't think eventually he becomes more like confident?
Have you seen Have you seen the movie?
No.
There's like 40-year-old Spider-Man, like Tobey Maguire, isn't it?
Don't ruin it.
Is it Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't give a shit.
I'd ruin it for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Whatever, I
you
knew
know,
it.
it's like a bunch of like all of them.
God.
You've seen the Shut up. You've seen the photos. I
But
don't
I
believe you.
still like refuse. I'm like, maybe it's not. I don't know exactly.
It's
Whatever.
a children's movie. Or maybe I'm getting old and I don't
Yeah.
enjoy watching teenage
And look, I'm
angst.
probably never gonna watch it. I don't really watch. I haven't watched. I only watched the first Spider-Man, the Homecoming or whatever.
I didn't. I just wanted to see it. I'm like, okay, it's part of like culture. It's like very popular. I'm like, maybe I'll write a joke
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
It's okay. I say it's okay. It's in the zeitgeist. Is that the word?
Yeah,
The
it's
zeitgeist?
a popular movie, but it was
It's popular,
popular. It was
so I'm like-
popular, like
I'm like, I want to see why it's popular.
yeah,
It's because like the biggest drug is nostalgia.
yeah.
So they got all the Spider-Mans from the past 20 years. They put them together, and everyone's like, I remember watching. Octomom is there, and like there's some of them like I'm like Jamie Foxx is in a Spider-Man. I didn't know he was.
Yeah, he's the Electro or whatever.
No, he's an electrician or something. And there's like there's Mud Guy.
Yeah,
and
hey,
there's-
whatever. It doesn't. Like,
Anyway, so I watched Batman. I don't know. Again, I'm just annoyed. You see, like people annoy you. People annoy me too. But there's some things I'm like, come on, you could have done this better. Like you see Batman, he's walking and he's like, and then everyone is shooting at him, and the bullets are pew, pow, pew.
yeah.
And I'm like, shoot him in the face.
Oh, yeah.
He's telling you where to
Yeah,
shoot
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Shoot him here in
he
the
says
skin.
to shoot me in the mouth.
No, but like, why don't they shoot him in the
Oh,
mouth?
I don't know. Maybe
Like
he's-
if you shoot a bullet here,
maybe he's
and-
got a retainer. I don't know.
shoot him in the running mascara. Like
Yeah, okay.
there's so many places where
That's
you can
funny.
shoot him where he can die.
That was
Why
like
don't you shoot him there?
That was like, you ever watch the movie Dumb and Dumber?
Long time ago, yeah.
Where like they send the Harry, they send him to like go rescue Lloyd or whatever. Jim like
Jim Carrey and the other guy.
Jim Carrey. So the other guy, whatever his name is, the fuck.
Woody Harrelson.
No, whatever.
Tom Hanks.
No, whatever.
Zebediah.
So he goes to save Jim Carrey, right? And
Okay.
then the guy shoots him in the chest, right? But he was wearing a bulletproof vest. He
Yeah.
didn't know that. And then Jim Carrey, and then it turns out like he was recruited by the FBI to save them or whatever, some bullshit. And then Jim Carrey was like, "What if they shot you in the face?"
Thank you. All right. I thought damn it. I thought it was an original joke. God damn it. All right.
No, but then what's her name? The guy was like, "Yeah, what if they shot me in the face?" And the FBI was like, "We're willing to take that risk."
By the way, even though you told me that joke has been said before, I might try it tonight at the open mic.
Yeah,
'Cause
whatever.
I'm like,
But like that joke is fucking hilarious because he was so happy. They put a bulletproof vest on me. He's like so dumb, and then Jim Carrey's like, "What if
but
they
isn't it
shot
weird? Like
you?"
Batman is like everything from head to toe. He has little pointy things. Everything head to toe is
that's-
bulletproof,
Oh.
except his face
Is it?
and his eyes. No, because you can see his skin.
But it's hard to aim. Then if they shoot him, it's like,
Come on, man. They had sniper bullets and stuff.
Is this what you're thinking of? What about all the other Batmans? They're all the same shit.
Exactly. They're all stupid. They're all stupid.
Why didn't you watch fucking
Here's-
Schindler's List or whatever? Watch that instead.
Yeah, they shoot them in the face. At least they know where to
You
shoot.
want historical accuracy or whatever. Historical accuracy.
Plus, like I don't know, like you'll watch it and you'll see his. I've never seen a Batman that wants you to shoot him in the face. He's so depressed.
Oh,
He's
really?
sad. He's
The more
like,
I hear
"Meh."
about this movie, I don't want to watch it.
It's like
Everybody's
it's as if Batman died and Robin took the
Oh.
Batman suit because he's not in shape.
No?
like they only show him from the back. They don't show him from the front. Like
Ah.
I'm not supposed to be more in shape than Batman.
Yeah.
I eat pizza and do push-ups. I'm not supposed to be. And he's just depressed. He's like, man, I'm sad. I'm like, dude, you have a butler. Like, don't be. Why are you sad? Why are you sad?
I don't know.
What's the name of that actress who plays Catwoman?
Jebediah.
Yeah, so Jebediah, another Jebediah. It's starting to sound racist because they're both like half black. It keeps
Yeah.
up with our podcast. So, anyways, this Jebediah. Do you remember the old Catwoman, the last Catwoman we had, Michelle Pfeiffer?
Wasn't it the Princess Bride? What the hell was that woman? The white woman. Not Michelle Pfeiffer.
No?
After Michelle, like with Christian Bale.
I think Michelle Pfeiffer was the best.
Yeah, I can't remember.
She was great. No, please not. Oh, I don't want to. This is my trauma. Oh man, now I see your weird feet.
Sorry.
Thank you. Keep them down. So, anyways, I think Michelle Pfeiffer. Oh,
go on.
I think Michelle Pfeiffer was the best because this one like Michelle Pfeiffer also she had like the cool leathery costume with the thing and she looked like a cat, right?
Yeah.
Well, this one she just has like a half toque on, and
Okay.
she cut holes in the eyes. So it's just like I'll put my toque on before I go outside. This is the
Okay.
whole her whole face.
Whatever,
costume.
man. I don't give a fuck about.
Very
Artie,
disappointing.
Fucking yeah, no, I
Very
can I
disappointing.
can give a fuck about movies like a movie talk is I hate it. Like I watched this
Trying to bring. I thought about like, okay, I'll bring this up on the podcast. We'll have something to talk about, except his feet and how much he hates every single human he meets.
I hate movie talk because it's always like, was it good? Like, yeah, it was pretty good. Oh, okay. There was this other movie. Was that good? It's like, it wasn't that good. That's all you can say about a movie.
All right, let's look. I guess this podcast is going again. I hate the subjects you bring up to the table.
Okay,
well, I hate your fucking feet. How about that?
How about this? Here's a really interesting thing that my girlfriend.
Oh, it's interesting because it happened to you. Oh,
Well,
now it's interesting.
I didn't watch it in a bootleg movie theater. Arnie, shut the fuck up.
He's more interesting than both of us combined.
So my girlfriend said she was talking to somebody, and then she said like, "Oh, isn't it weird?" So she's getting married, and she's like, "Isn't it weird that you have to get a urine test in order to get married?" And she's like, "What?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Iran. You have to get urine tested in order to get married.
You have to get urine tested.
A urine test to make sure you don't have any like diseases and shit that pass down to your children or whatever."
Oh, you gotta get an STD test.
No. It's like if you have like it's also like blood tests and shit to make sure you
Mm-hmm.
don't have all these other like, let's say you predisposed to like fucking
yeah.
R-wordness or whatever,
Yeah.
or your children might get fucked up. Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, that makes sense.
It doesn't make. Imagine all of a sudden I'm like, Claire, will you marry me? Sign this paper, and then yes.
Oh, people are still gonna fuck. They just want to make sure. Okay, I'll explain to you why. In the Middle East, there's a lot of cousin fucking. Oh yeah, it's very popular. Of course, it happens. I have 2 cousins who are married to their cousins,
Damn.
and it's like they're my age or like they're 10 years older.
Really? Like first cousins?
Yeah.
Why? Why
Yeah.
did they marry their cousin?
I don't know. It's I guess it was popular 20 years ago. I don't know if it's still
20
popular.
years ago. It's not that long ago.
I know. And like
20 years ago is 9/11.
yeah. All right, maybe a little before. Let's say 30 years
They had
ago.
the internet then.
Yeah. They had access to science.
Wikipedia. They could have looked it up if it was good.
Yeah.
Make me.
I mean, they're adults. They're allowed to get married. But the thing is, when you have a lot of inbreeding,
Yeah.
the chances of us, like I have a defective gene, and let's say you're a woman and you have a defective gene and we get married, the chances of us having a defective baby
Yeah.
are quite high.
Yeah.
So you get blood tested and you get blood tested. And we have like, then we have to be careful, like maybe we'll
Okay.
get a few abortions before we have the baby.
Okay.
Plus also like in the Jewish community, they also do...
Community.
Community.
Oh,
They say
oh.
committee. In the Jewish committee that rule the world, they also do a lot of that. But then for them, there's a lot of also like inbreeding because, like, I don't know if you know this, but like 50 years ago, they killed most of them.
Yeah.
So
Right.
the gene pool got smaller.
Wait, was there COVID back then?
Yeah, it was COVID. A lot of Jews died from COVID back then.
Okay.
They didn't wear masks in the gas chambers, so and they all died. That's so. In the Jewish community, there's also a lot of like we got to do blood testing to make sure that if we have sex together and we make a baby, the baby won't be like sick or something.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I know.
And
But I know it was urine test. I thought it was a blood test.
They do a bunch of shit apparently.
Maybe it's like the dog's like, I want your urine.
Oh yeah, maybe.
He's into urine.
You ever drink your own piss or
No, I
something?
never
No,
did that.
or you ever drink piss or whatever?
Okay, so you don't want to talk about film. Amer, I hate movie
Yeah,
talk.
this is way more
I hate
interesting.
movie talk. You drink piss? Hey, Amer, you
This is way
you
more
like
interesting.
the taste of piss? Yeah. Do you want to drink my piss, Amer?
Oh,
You like what I put in your coffee, Amer?
It does taste like
It's
piss.
my piss.
But it's like they say like people who drink their piss, like they say it's like healthy or whatever.
Listen, based on the quality of the water in your kettle, I wouldn't be surprised if you drink piss. I hope I can show you guys. So if you open his kettle, he has a kettle, and they're British, right? So she's British, his wife. So they bring like 20 liters of tea every day, and the kettle, like the bottom of the kettle, is full of like these sediments and residue.
Residue.
It's as if you.
What?
It's disgusting, bro. That's not healthy. There's no
okay.
way it's healthy.
I'm fine.
Didn't you say that you had difficulties urinating in your mouth? I'm healthy.
Well, this one time, like I went out, I was drinking all night, and I went to bed. And usually, like I just drink water, and I throw it aside of my bed, like a water bottle. And then, like this one time, I pissed in the water bottle. I woke up all hungover, and I was like, water. And I grabbed the first water bottle I saw and started drinking it.
Yeah.
And it was my piss.
Nice.
And I was like, and this is how I thought I was gonna puke or whatever, but this is what I didn't say. I said, Okay, I didn't do that, and I went right back to bed. I just forgot about it.
Just so you know, that's childhood PTSD.
Oh,
I didn't do that. It did not
I
happen to
didn't-
me,
did
and I'm
not
just
do
gonna
that.
forget.
I did not. Oh my god,
That's crazy. Did it taste good? What did it taste
Nah.
like? Did it
It-
taste like it smells?
Not as strong. No, the smell was stronger than the taste. It just it was warm, and it was just like kind of bitter, and just didn't taste good. Like, but it wasn't like how it smells strong sometimes. It didn't smell like that. It didn't taste like that.
Okay. I know, like, sometimes you see like healthy people, they drink their piss because whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or like the worst I've heard, like, you don't take drugs, right? You don't take magic mushrooms.
No.
So I've taken a few magic mushrooms, and when I was researching it, and to see like what.
Yeah.
Some people's like, you should drink your urine,
Okay.
but because it still contains a lot of the psychoactive substance. So if you
Yeah.
drink your urine, it's like you double the dose.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, or you could just double the dose.
Yeah.
Why would you drink?
Yeah.
Imagine you're high on mushrooms. You're like, all right, let me just pee in this cup, and then I drink it. Like, that's the first thing that I thought of mushrooms. Like, you should not drink your piss. Like, it's okay. We live in the land of plenty. Just eat 2 more grams instead of freaking drinking your own piss. You
What
weirdo.
if like you eat magic mushrooms and you piss in a cup and you infuse it in brownies? So you have like piss mushroom magic brownies.
I would just eat brownies. I could just eat like, I could just eat the mushrooms and then eat. Why would I combine? I don't like this. Why would I combine 2 things that I like, and then maybe I'll have a weird trip, and then I want to eat mushroom. I don't want to eat.
You like?
I like brownies and I like magic mushrooms.
Okay.
And if I combine them, what if I have a bad trip? Then I'm like, my brain is like, oh, I cannot eat brownies. Like, every time I'll
Yeah.
see a brownie, I'll think of magic mushrooms and the
yeah,
bad trip.
yeah.
No, I want to eat brownies and ice cream and be happy. It's
God.
another.
Um,
Thank you. How come you don't never taken magic mushrooms?
I don't know. I never had friends that offered, or I was also
I know a guy.
I was always like very, very paranoid. I smoked weed. When I was like 14 or 15, I smoked like weed once, and it was great. And the second time I smoked weed, I smoked way, way too much.
Yeah.
So, and I had like one of the worst bad trips ever. I didn't know you could have bad trips. I had no idea. I thought like you just get weed, you get high, you know? But I had such a bad trip. Like, I thought I was dying. It was so
It was
traumatic.
that feeling, yeah?
It was like I wasn't even there anymore, you know? Like, it was so crazy. Like, I was looking at my vision, and my vision looked like a flat board, you know? And it felt like I was jumping. And it was like everything was like missing frames and shit. Oh, dude, I thought I was dying. It was insane. And
So you haven't smoked weed since you were 16?
No, I have. But then, I mean, it fucked me up. I got something called depersonalization syndrome from it. It's from really, like, it happens to people who smoke weed and they get bad trips and they aren't aware.
What's
Depersonalization syndrome.
So you just became another person?
No. It's like you disassociate, you know, and it's kind of like you're in a kind of like a dreamlike state for periods of time, and it's a way of your body. So it's like apparently it's like something that is associated with like really long time ago in the past, where like people were like going into war or whatever, and so in order to like fight or like they would dissociate, right? So they wouldn't be feeling like
really
in the moment, so they were able to like fight better. And this is and so it's still like it still manifests today if you're
is it negative?
Yeah, it's horrible. It's one of the
And how long does it last? How long were you dissociated?
I don't know. It was like 6
I wouldn't
months.
mind, honestly. I wouldn't mind you dissociating from your shitty personality, shitting on my cool content that I'm creating. No, wait. How many? We're running out of socks.
Yeah, but
So, and how long did you feel like dissociated? That's
like a year.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, it was horrible.
How much weed did you smoke, dude? You sure it was weed, not like PCP or
No,
something?
it was weed. Good, because it happens. It's really common.
Wow.
If you go on subreddits and shit, there's like, oh my god, help me and shit.
Wow.
But really, like the best way to get over it, there was no internet back then, right? There was no forums and shit. I was
You
like
opened
14.
like the yellow pages.
Dude, it was crazy. I was like, I didn't even know.
But what
it was.
did you do to?
I just thought I had a brain. I thought I had a brain tumor for like fucking like all the and I would go to the hospital, get my head scanned, nothing, you know.
Okay, so it was like a medical thing. You went to a doctor. Okay, it wasn't like you saying like I have. You didn't self-diagnose. You went to a doctor and he told you.
I even got like your head scan and everything to make sure I wasn't like going crazy or like.
Wow. Okay. That's. Dude, I'm sure you didn't smoke just weed. There's no way.
No.
How many joints did you smoke?
It was like I was smoking out of a pipe. The thing is, it's not the weed that caused it. It's the bad trip from the weed that causes the trauma that starts this syndrome. It's not the weed. the weed doesn't like make me all crazy. It's like
you just went to really horrible places in your mind, and it was hard to.
It was just a like really traumatic experience.
That's like your civil war in Beirut. You just had a bad trip. Like
yeah,
I had like a childhood trauma. This is your childhood trauma. Wow.
And then it came back when I was like 20, 21.
Okay, don't do mushrooms. I take back my
I know.
my
That's
advice.
why I was like, I don't want to do
Stay
mushrooms.
away.
Yeah.
Just drink your shitty Pat's Blue Ribbon or Great Blast Blue Ribbon if they want to sponsor us. But
and I'm just like chill. I'm like,
and you never had that under alcohol.
no, but it's all under the realm of anxiety, right? So I've had anxiety, it doesn't nothing triggers it. It's generalized anxiety, but I have it under control pretty much.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, now it's my turn to share a story.
Okay.
I'm not trying to.
No.
This is a crazy story, man. I didn't know you went through this.
Very
I
interesting.
don't know if it's very funny. You know what's funny? Batman, but whatever. Sure. Talk about your dissociative personality, you weirdo. You freak. That's why you do so well at Blue Dog.
yeah. Everyone's like,
Oh, look at these bad knees.
go.
Please perform tonight with the metal thing in your
hi
mind.
everybody.
Hi, F. And you're Gabriel Omassi.
Yeah, what's your story?
So, I started smoking weed when I was like 30 something. I did research. I Googled it. You know what's funny? I really want to be in the present. I want to be with you. But in the corner of my eye, all I see is your hands on your feet. And it's like, it's killing. It's
no
taking.
way. Okay.
I want to dissociate from your feet.
Sorry. Yeah, don't worry. Oh, they're gone.
It's crazy that how much it affects me. It
That's
shouldn't
so
affect
funny.
me. It's out of my control. It shouldn't affect me. It's why does it affect me?
Don't know. You're crazy,
Because
man.
maybe we shake hand afterwards. Like I touch your. Oh,
Hello, ma'am. Or ma'am. What is it, sir? I'm sorry.
now you're a dentist. So anyways, so when I think I told you, but it's like one of those lost episodes. So I started smoking weed at the age of 30, and I was experimenting. So like I remember the first time I smoked weed, I think it was Jean-Guy, and my face was getting numb, and I found it hilarious. I'm like, oh my god, man, I'm high. I never gotten high, and I barely I've gotten drunk maybe twice in my life. And then my friends like, Amer, you should try hash. Have you ever tried hash?
Yeah.
Hash is crazy.
It's nice. I like hash more.
Here's the thing. I didn't do as much research when I did hash. I just like how to smoke hash or how to what do you do with hash? And so I buy like a ball of like 3 grams of hash because apparently it's like a paste. So I buy a ball of hash from my dealer. Back then there were dealers. And I Google like how to, I'm like, I want to eat it. I never ate it. And I read that you should.
You ate it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So I read that you should put hash in oil in a spoon and then heat up the spoon because apparently THC
fat,
is and mixes up with the fat. And then the spoon is going to be very hot. So you should put it like in yogurt to cool it off and then eat the yogurt.
Jesus. 3 grams is a lot.
Here's the thing is that I ate the 3 grams
Damn.
without knowing it's bad. And what's funny is that I was sitting with my friends and my friend took a couple of grams of mushrooms and my other friend, I think he took mushrooms as well. So we're all like just chilling and like, oh, we're just going to take a little bit of drugs just to have fun. And I got it. Dude, I was insane.
Dude.
For like 24 hours. I started, dude, the world became like I became Spider-Man. I was jumping from universe to universe. And you remember Rolodexes? You know what's a Rolodex? Like exactly. So I was going like, I'll go into this universe. I would literally pull out a universe from a Rolodex.
Wow.
I would jump into it. I'd be like, what?
But I didn't know it was that psychedelic. What?
Dude, 3 grams.
But isn't it like when I do it? I guess I would smoke hash, right? But it would be like kind of like a body high, feel chill.
Yeah,
relax
I never
you.
got to experience that because I took a fucking crazy.
Okay.
And I remember once I chose a universe, and in that universe, my hand was on my ground and I was vomiting. I'm like, I think this is the real universe.
Oh my god!
And it's true. It was me vomiting on the floor. And my friend had to stay with me for like 24 hours.
Yo.
One of my friends helped me. The other friend didn't help me a lot, and we stopped being friends after that. Like that cemented the fact that I cannot, like, we're not. The bond that we had when we were children was gone.
Really?
Because I felt I was dying, and he was just like staring at me.
He's like, Amer, you're disgracing your religion or whatever.
Probably something like that. And it was just, man, it was crazy. You know what's funny? Ever like the word assassin? Ever heard the word assassin?
Yeah.
Assassin comes from Arabic. It's an Arabic word, which sounds racist. That assassin it's from hashishin, which means people who smoke hash.
Oh.
Hashish, hashashi.
Okay.
Basically, the warriors of the the Islam
Yeah.
back then when it was like a conquering the world, they would get high on hash, and then they would go fight. You say, because I'm saying like what you said, like people would go in wars and dissociate.
Yeah.
So they would like smoke a ton of hash.
That's interesting.
And then they would go into wars and like,
Yeah.
Allahu Akbar, whatever.
And then they went to Jamaica. They're like, "You're doing it wrong." Man.
Yeah. You just stay cool and fuck fat white woman. Hey, man. Life's chill.
Everything's Irie. What are you
Everything
doing with the
Irie.
clubs, man? Come on.
It is one of my favorite accents in the world. Like, Wasim is such a good comic.
Oh, it's
and he
funny. I was
does the
thinking
Jamaican
exactly
accents.
that too.
Because
I was thinking, yeah, it was great.
I'm trying to write a joke where I use this accent, but they all sound. I have one accent I could do. It's just this guy. I don't know where he is from.
Yeah.
He is Lebanese. He is Jewish. He is Eastern European. It is all this guy. It's also a woman sometimes. It's all. I'm horrible at accents,
that's
and I'm
funny.
trying to write a joke where I do like Israeli accent and Palestinian accent,
Yeah.
and they both talk like this, and I'm like, I should involve that in the joke. Like, they're the same guy. Like, hello, my friend, how are you?
That's fucking funny.
That's funny.
Fucking,
That's funny.
My cousin had a friend that did They all did mushrooms together.
By the way, I still think mushrooms are great. Like, not for you or for you. Do not take any medical advice from us.
Don't listen. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So my cousin.
Sorry. Yeah.
My cousin had a friend who did mushrooms, and so there's a very, very, very rare possibility that you might become psychotic while on mushrooms, right?
Yeah.
So his friend became psychotic, and they had to trap him in a room because he was starting like to punch everything and break. He broke like a mirror and started like trying to stab them.
He became a hashashin. He became a Muslim assassin.
It's funny.
Give me my wife. I want to beat her.
Dude, it's great. And he started like cutting himself and shit. It was
What?
insane. He had to call the police. And yeah. Is that insane?
That is insane.
I don't know. So,
That is fun. You know, the first year I did comedy, so I was very depressed because anyone who starts comedy the first year is because I gave up such a big thing. I took a big dose of mushrooms and it led me to quit my day job, and I became a comedian. I was taking a lot of drugs back then.
Okay.
I would like microdose. Well, mushrooms and weed. These are I never drank that much. It was just mushrooms and weed, and I would love it because I took a year sabbatical, so I was not working.
Yeah.
I was just doing open mics like 3 times a week because there was not a lot of open mics back then, or twice a week, and I was just taking drugs and just going inside my brain. And I think I had like a disassol, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But I think I came out of it better.
Could have been a depression or something.
Yeah. Oh, for 100% I was.
Yeah.
100% I was depressed because I think when you have no aim,
It's worse.
you don't know, you're just wandering, you know? Even though they say like not everyone who wanders is lost. Well, you're still wandering with a purpose. When you're wandering without a purpose, it's a very tough life.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. And I remember like I was on mushrooms telling my friend Eugene like, I want to make the world better with comedy. And now every time we talk, he reminds me like, because I make jokes about the Ukraine and I'm jacking up.
I know. It's
He's
so
like,
funny.
Amer, didn't you say you want to make the world better with comedy? I'm like, dude, I said this when I was high on mushrooms. Now I want to make money. I want to start a cult and make money, baby. That's all I care about, sweetheart.
That's so funny.
He just reminds me like, Amer, what happened to your dream of making the world better? I'm like, no. Dick jokes,
So
baby.
we were hanging out with him on Saturday, and he was like, "You're very disappointing." He was so like, well, you're making jokes about his not his family, but like he's from the Ukraine, right? And so you're like, wouldn't it be funny if these whores in Ukraine would finger themselves and something like that? And he's like, that's not, no, please stop.
He's our number one fan, by the way. I love him so much.
And he's a funny guy. He's a nice guy.
Listen, man, I'm blessed. I feel I'm blessed with the friendships I've had in my life. He is one of the. I think I would have gotten insane because I would get high and then I would call him like, Eugene, I'm getting crazy. And he's like, all right, Amer, let's talk. Yeah. He's
That's funny.
he's an amazing
That's
human
cool.
being. He's trying to fucking cure cancer
Yeah,
and stuff. Finishing his PhD.
that's good.
We're lucky. Do you have friends like this? Like, man, without.
Yeah.
Who don't bring out movies on a podcast and you're like, this is shitty. I hate movie
Well,
talk.
no.
Like friends that
I like
you
I
actually
like the
love.
movie talk. I just okay. This is my.
I'm never bringing up a movie ever again.
You could. This is my thought though, because when I listen to, let's say I was listening to Mark Maron podcast, right?
Yeah.
And one of the guys,
Same level as Mark Maron.
well, we're funnier.
Yes, we are.
So he was on, like he had a celebrity on, and they were talking about the movie that they were in, that the guy was in, right?
Yeah.
Just basically spoiling the whole movie, right?
Yeah.
And I just didn't listen to it because I'm like, I didn't see the movie. What if I watch the movie? I'm just not going to listen to it. So I thought.
So because of that, you hurt my feelings?
I heard your feelings.
Yes.
But the thing is, look,
I'm
we
so
talked about
hurt.
Spider-Man. Okay, that's kind of an old movie. This is Batman. It just came out. People are gonna listen and be like, "Wait a minute, I don't want to listen. I'm just gonna turn it off." Because people would just turn it off.
Okay, so you're worried about what people think. You're not cared. You don't care that I spoiled the movie for. If the camera was off and I talked about Spider-Man, would you be like, "Oh, Amer, why did you?" No. Would you?
No, I don't give a
Exactly.
shit.
Because you're worried about what they think.
Also, it was getting.
You see what
it
happens
was
when
too long.
you spend 16 hours a day editing and posting on YouTube? You start caring. They want you not to care. They want you to be real. They want you to be honest and like they want you to be like my busted Jewish dentist and just be honest and crude.
I'm honest enough. Look, it's fine. We also did cover it, and now it's done.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just.
Oh, now again, you're thinking content. You're thinking like Amer, bro. You gotta move on. Like it's chapters. I gotta learn how to cut this podcast into chapters. The Batman chapter is done.
Yeah, the Batman
man.
chapter
You see,
is
you
done.
see, that's why you need to interact with people more because you gotta stop thinking of
Who
what
am I
people
interact
think.
with?
You keep making jokes about black people and Jews and stuff. You can't think about. They want you to
do
be
that.
honest and like act as if the camera is not there.
I did.
I don't know if you
I
noticed.
just did. I
don't know if you
I
noticed.
bled all of my. I had a period.
I talk to you like this, like and you're like this because you're like keeping.
well,
an eye.
I'm making sure that it's not cutting.
Yeah, but it's like once every 30 minutes that it's gonna cut, and yet your eye is still there. You're a slave to the camera, man. You know what's funny? I never watch myself on this camera. This looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does.
Hey,
Look,
who's this
I'm
handsome guy?
Look, but I'm always making sure, like, because otherwise it's just gone, and I'm
I'm
basically.
not listening to you, bro.
Look, my
I'm checking my
responsibility
face.
is
my head
basically
looks so small to my body, doesn't it? Look at it. Oh my god, it's like a tiny.
blurry all of a sudden.
It's blurry. We have a blurry podcast, Gabe. That's the only job you have.
There we go.
Okay, so we have like 80 minutes of blurriness, and now we're finally.
That's why I have two angles.
Hey, hi. Oh wow, so many cameras. Yeah, you can't look at the camera.
All right, we're fine.
Okay, we gotta practice. Let's practice this. Let's for the last. How long have we been doing?
Let's
Oh,
do another 10. I'm gonna. Start.
Okay, let's do another 10. But I want you to do something. So the goal is for us.
For how long?
You said you want to do another 10 minutes, right?
Okay, I'll put a timer.
I put a timer. Okay, you don't have to put a timer. Am I that hard of a?
I'll do 10 minutes. And
I'm
20.
supposed to be the John Lennon to your Paul McCartney.
John who?
Okay, let's exactly try to have a conversation with me, Gabe. It's so weird to make eye contact with you. I don't think I ever made eye contact with you ever again.
Ever again?
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Okay, so we're not allowed to stare at the camera.
Okay, I'm not looking.
Okay, and we get to talk like this.
Okay.
Hi, Gabe. Guys, welcome to another episode.
You
of,
looked!
well, I'm talking to the crowd. Welcome to another episode of It Was a Bonne Nuit. You're not allowed to look. I'm allowed to
didn't
look.
look.
I never look, so I'm allowed to look.
Yeah.
Handsome devil. All right.
Uh-huh.
So what do you want to tell me, Gabe?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
Daddy. I'm sorry for hurting your feelings about Batman.
It's okay. I'll get over it.
Good.
Okay.
What would you give out of 10?
The movie?
Uh,
If you like those gay movies, I shouldn't have said gay, but if you like these movies, I would have, I don't know, 5.
5. Fuck.
Yeah.
If you like these movies, 5. What is that?
Because it's not a great Batman. I think Christian Bale was a better Batman. Let's switch the subject. It's okay. Let's talk about your
I told
feelings.
you.
Let's talk about your feelings.
So I'm feeling pretty good. You know?
Yeah?
You're
You're unable to have a conversation face to face.
No, I am able
Yeah?
to. Let me take this fucker out. No, I'm leaving it in.
Sure.
So I'm going away on Thursday. I'm going to Toronto.
It's true for the wedding. I thought it was this weekend. I can't wait for you to come back with
Yeah,
stories.
I'm very excited. I'm gonna drive there with Claire, but I'm driving back with Ben Cardili.
And Claire's gonna stay there.
No, there's enough room for all of us in the car.
There's no room for.
There's enough room for all of us.
So
to
wait,
drive
you're
back.
going with Claire and coming back with Ben
Yeah, and Claire.
and Claire. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I thought you're gonna leave your wife
Yeah.
over there. It's like no, she can stay in Toronto.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it gonna be good? Who knows? Who knows if it's gonna be good?
Are you supposed to wear it at all times? This
No.
retainer, or when you sleep, or what's?
Only when I sleep.
You should wash it, by the way.
I do. I just got it.
Okay.
I got it. Like I was at the dentist today and I got it.
Okay, that's good. I wear a mouthpiece.
A mouthpiece.
I wear a mouse, like a little rat, in a mouthpiece when I go to sleep because I grind my teeth.
Oh wow.
And yeah.
Damn. That's very interesting.
So
What are some things we haven't covered today? I'm really trying to, because I already talked about it. I talked about the Iran thing.
Iran, yeah, you did.
Yeah, the piss.
Yeah. Please let me know what the result. So he has to piss and she has to piss, or she has to piss only. Does everybody pisses?
Yeah, I think everybody pisses.
At the wedding or before the wedding?
Yeah, at the wedding.
I always found that stupid, by the way, because as I said, in the Middle East, because like you date a girl, you like her, let's get married. You get on your knees, like, will you marry me? She's like, yes. Ask the father, can she marry me?
Yeah.
He's like, yes. And then you're like, okay, let's get married. And then like, but wait, first the piss test. What if the test is like, okay, you're gonna have like
that's what I'm saying.
crazy children
Yeah,
with bats,
that's
like
what
you're
I'm
not
saying.
gonna get married all of a sudden?
Yeah, I
Of
guess
course
not.
you're gonna get married. You're just gonna risk having shitty children.
Yeah, I don't know. It's also like the whole like arranged marriage thing, right? So what if your
That's good.
arranged
The
marriage?
fact that your wife, by the way, thinks it's romantic, I'm like, she's bringing fucking feminism 100 years back.
Yeah, I don't know. You think? I don't think she's thinking about feminism. She's thinking about like, oh, it's probably like it's more reasonable and logical in her head, you know?
You see, that's what's bringing like equality 100. I can't believe I'm defending feminism out of everyone I know. I'm the one saying that's not a good idea to tell a woman who she's gonna get married with. Like you don't expect that opinion from me, and yet I'm like, I think it's crazy.
Yeah, no,
I think it's crazy.
Whatever. I'm leaving you with those opinions, so I don't seem racist. We're equally. I have some.
I'm Middle Eastern. I'm allowed to fucking.
This is a weird podcast. It was a good one. It was pretty good. It was wild. I don't know.
We have a name, the weird one.
I don't know what the fuck. We have to say the title on the podcast. The weird episode.
The weird one. Just
the weird one.
I think the weird
Okay.
one. All right, guys.
I hope you like this episode. Or
Why? Stop asking them if they like it. Be a human.
I'm human. That's
Jesus
human.
Christ, stop caring about the camera. They don't want you to care. I'm done.
All right, well, goodbye.
I love you.
See you, man.
I love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Subscribe in YouTube.
Yes, subscribe. Man.
Bye.